Alien vs. Predator Requiem is without question the worst movie in the franchise. I think after watching Alien Resurrection over the years that they could do a worse attempt at the Alien franchise, but they proved me wrong. This movie is just shit. It's horrible. I don't like it, and it's easily hated as one of the worst movies that's ever came out. Why even begin with this mess of a film? Well, I'll start with the story. The film takes place immediately after the events of the last movie, and where a pre-alien, after erupting from one of the Predator's chests, goes on a killing spree and kills all the Predators on the ship. The ship crash lands into a small town in Colorado, but instead of the Predator activating its self-destruct system like it's done in past movies, it calls up for reinforcements. On the Predator's homeworld, they send one damn Predator, one, to deal with the alien infestation. This movie is just trash. It's horrible. The acting is atrocious. The themes are horrible. And the dialogue is just shit. Just listen to this.
Hey, people are dying. We need guns.
People are dying. We need guns. That's not even a damn sentence. Who wrote this shit? Anyway, despite all that, none of the characters really resonates with me, and I don't really care if any of them live or die. That's the worst a movie can do, is not make you care for the characters. But that's what this film does to you. It makes you really not care. In the past Alien Predator films, we have gotten great characters such as Ripley or Dutch from the first Predator film. Hell, even Alien 3 has some pretty good characters among the prisoners. But no, in this film, everyone does a horrendous job, and you don't really give a damn about any of them when the credits roll. This film is just terrible all around. Why did 20th Century Fox have to mess it up again? Frankly, this movie pisses all over the alien continuity of this film, and it's a bit FU to the fans of the Alien franchise. Because of this, the aliens doesn't spread like Ripley originally thought, and somehow no one knows about aliens in the future despite everything happening in this film. Seriously, could they have effed it up even more worse than what this movie gave us? This is the worst film in the franchise, even more worse than Alien Resurrection. Now, I could give somewhat of a pass to Alien Resurrection. That's a bad film, but this movie is much worse than that. This shit here is just terrible all around. If you've never seen this movie, stay away at all costs. This movie is not worth your time. Don't put effort into ever watching this movie. And if you do watch it, it's just gonna give you a headache at the end of the day. Okay, I'm giving this film a 2 out of 10. It's that bad. This movie does nothing well, it does nothing positive, and there's not one redeeming quality of this movie. I mean, the action is even bad. What's that say about an Alien vs. Predator film, and you can't even get the action right? You know who directed this film? The Strauss brothers. You don't know who they are? Well, neither did I, because this was their first film they ever directed. That was a big mistake, giving this movie to two unknowns to direct this film. In the past, we had great directors such as James Cameron or even Ridley Scott directing past Alien films. But no, here we get two unknowns. I don't know what else I really could say about this movie than I already said. You know, thank God that Alien 3 never happened and the series ended right here. And that's my review of Alien vs. Predator Requiem. Leave your comment section below, let me know what you think about this film. Like I said before, I'm very thankful that we never got Alien vs. Predator 3. And this right here killed the franchise, at least until the 2010 Predators film came out. You know, when this movie had came out way back in 2007, I lost hope for the Alien and Predator franchise for the time being. But what put my faith in somewhat was the releases of Predators, The Predator, Prometheus, and Alien Covenant. Not the best of movies, but those movies are still in the right direction. This right here is like the worst of the worst. I couldn't find not one positive when I had reviewed this film recently. Only one thing I could really say is that at least it killed the franchise and it did for the better, because if not, then we had got even, well, Alien vs. Predator, and thankfully this is what killed it. Alright, since I'm done reviewing this franchise, I'm gonna get back to reviewing some more modern movies, because that's what I'm gonna do for this channel coming up. Alright, this is Slum Guy 172 saying, peace out.